Hey everybody, Brandon Boyd with The Brandon Boyd Show. Thank you so much for watching. This is going to be a big episode because I'm going to show you how to book BOGO flights using Southwest Companion Pass. Now, Southwest Companion Pass is the best deal in the travel industry in my opinion, and I'm going to break this video down into 3 different sections. I'm going to show you how to add a companion who can fly with you for free. I'm also going to show you how to book the flights. You can watch me do that. And then I'm also going to show you how to add that companion to your flight because there is a process in doing that. You can check out the chapters down in the description below if you want to reference any of these and go back in the video, so keep that in mind as well. Before we get going, if you do find this video helpful or at the very least mildly entertaining, don't forget to be awesome, give me a big thumbs up on the video, and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notifications for alerts. If you're a subscriber to the channel, you know that I earned Southwest Companion Pass earlier this year by earning 125,000 rapid rewards points within 1 calendar year. And this gives me Companion Pass through the rest of this year, 2022, and all through next year, 2023. And that means that I can travel with a companion for free essentially, except for taxes and fees, which are usually around $5 or $6. Today, I'm gonna walk you through the entire process of how to do this. It is super simple. Make sure you follow along. We're gonna start out first by showing you how to add the companion to your Companion Pass. All right, I've got this pulled up so we can all see it, okay? So when you log on to southwest.com, pretty easy, right? You'll see my account right here, and on the right-hand side, it says My Companion Pass. It says, congrats, you've earned Companion Pass, and a button for Add Your Companion, so we're gonna click that. And from here, it's pretty much as simple as just adding in the person's information that you want to travel with. And in this case, it's going to be my wife. I like traveling with her. She's a lot of fun to travel with, mostly because she makes the reservations everywhere, okay? So it looks like I'm going to put her as a PharmD, right? She's a pharmacist. She worked hard for that degree. I'm going to put her as a PharmD on the suffix. And then it's going to ask for their date of birth here, so let's put that in. It actually doesn't ask for a lot of information on this form when you're adding a companion, okay? So I'm just putting in her birth date. Yes, honey, I remember it. All right, now country, yes. Now we're gonna put in the street address. So I'm gonna cover some of this information up just because it's sensitive information, but I'm covering that up here. As for street address, city, state, you guys know I live in Kentucky. In the Bluegrass State, we're putting in the zip code. All right, now I'm going to put in her email address. All right, got that. And then it's going to ask for her phone number. So I'm going to add that in here. And then hit save in the bottom right-hand corner. After I look at this, everything looks pretty good, I think. Yeah, it looks good. Everything looks good. So now I'm just going to click the yellow save button here, and she should be added as my companion. All right, we'll give that a second. There we go. Companion Pass has been added. Okay, we've added Kayla as the companion. That was super simple. And keep in mind that you can change your companion up to 3 times in a calendar year. So if there's someone that you travel with frequently in the first half of the year that maybe is busy the second half of the year and they're not available to fly with you, you can change your companion. The next part of this is going to be booking the flights. All right, so let's go back to southwest.com. I'm gonna pull up the button here just to book a flight. We'll keep this pretty simple. Now, when I'm looking at flights to book for Southwest, where I'm in Kentucky, I typically will use Louisville. It's a good place to fly out of for Southwest, so we will fly out of SDF there in Louisville. And we want to go out to San Jose, California. All right, let's go to the departure date. And we're just going to book a one-way flight out there this time. So let's click through the calendar here and go put in the date. And then we're just going to search. And right now I'm only putting 1 passenger and I'm searching by points, all right? So 1 passenger. I'll show you how to add the companion here in just a second. So we've got some flight options just to show you what's out there, leaving at 5:15 in the morning, leaving at 12:55 p.m. And then it shows you the points totals there. And then you've got the $5.60 for taxes and fees. Now, arriving at 8:30 in the morning, that may be a little too early. I see one here that's arriving at 11:15. And it changes in Phoenix. Let's do that because I want to check out the Centurion Lounge in Phoenix and get some food in my belly. All right, and we'll just go with that one, the want to get away rate. And here you can see the breakdown of everything. It's got the 1 stop. It shows you the points per passenger. Flight total, 25,000. Sure, we'll do that. 25,355. Continue. Now it's asking me to log in here. Just give me a second. I'm going to log in. We'll do this quick. Okay. Yeah, it looks like that's correct. 5:15 a.m. and then arriving at 11:15 with that connection in Phoenix. So we'll hit continue again now that we're signed in. I probably should have done that before I started, but here we are. All right. And we're just reviewing this just to make sure everything looks okay. I always double check everything. I don't need to add a car. Flight details again, Louisville through Phoenix, and then Phoenix to San Jose, arriving at 11:15. That's a little bit of a better arrival time. I'd rather stop, check out the lounge, and get some breakfast at the lounge in Phoenix. All right, we're going to click continue, and go here. It's asking who's flying, and it's got my information there. It's got my Rapid Rewards account number, my date of birth, so yes, that is me. I'm definitely doing that. Now also, this is really important, so the secure traveler information, I always forget to save this in here for some reason, but it's asking for my known traveler number, and this is a good opportunity to tell you what a known traveler number is. If you are part of TSA PreCheck, they'll issue a known traveler number, and you'll have to put that in order to have the TSA PreCheck show up on your boarding pass when you're flying. So just make sure you save that somewhere. The known traveler number will save you a lot of time. And if you're smart, you'll save it to your account, unlike me, which I don't for some reason. I need to do that. But that will help you out if you are part of TSA PreCheck. All right, so we're going to keep going down here. Travel funds, Southwest, vouchers, gift cards. Okay. Don't really want to do that. Let's keep on going down. I don't want to do that at this time. And then when it comes to the taxes and fees, I'm actually, let's see, let me put my email. Yeah, that's correct. I'm going to change the card here from what's on file to Kayla's Hilton Aspire card, because if it's under $99, sometimes, like this is only $5.60, it'll trigger the airline fee credit, so that should take care of the $5.60. If it doesn't, we'll try to save the money and get by somehow. So we're clicking continue here, and let's see what happens. That should cover everything. Thanks for flying with us. Your flight is booked. So that's booked. Pretty simple process. Now I want to show you the most important part, and that is adding your companion. Keep in mind we added Kayla as our companion in the first step of this process, and we don't have to keep doing that. As long as I keep Kayla as my companion, she'll be in there as long as I have companion pass. So I don't have to do that every single time. But now I'm going to show you how to actually add her ticket to my reservation. Okay, so let's do this. All right, so I'm back into my account on the main page here. It says I have 3 upcoming trips. Is that all? Yikes, I don't know. All right, now on here on the first screen on this flight to San Jose, California, there's a button that says Add Companion. Pretty simple. It's like they've thought of this, right? So let's click the Add Companion button. All right, so again, this is for the 1 passenger flight that I booked. I'm adding a companion onto this flight. And you can see to add companion, it's only showing up as $5.60 for taxes and fees, so not too bad at all, right? So we're going to scroll down here. That's the beauty of this. The only thing you have is $5.60, and I'm going to do the same thing I did last time, where I paid for the $5.60 with Kayla's Hilton Aspire card for the airline fee credit. So we're going to click continue there. All right, now we're going to get to the who's flying section. If you recall, when I booked, it had my information in here, and now when it comes to who's flying, it has companion, and it has her information in here. Now, she is smart because she has saved her known traveler number in here, or actually I did that, saved her known traveler number in here, so she should be good for TSA PreCheck as well. Let's scroll down here, and we're gonna keep going. Okay. Let's see, and we're going to change the card again to Kayla's Hilton Aspire so that we can use that airline fee credit to pay the $5.60. It's going to my email, and we're going to click purchase, and it should just about do it. It's doing its magic here. Let's see what we got. Thanks for flying with us. Your flight is booked. That's literally all there is to it, all right? So if you have companion pass, first thing you need to do is figure out who your companion's going to be and add them in. Once they're in there, they will stay as your companion the entire time you have companion pass unless you choose to change it throughout the year. So keep that in mind. So one step of this process is completely eliminated for the most part unless you want to make changes. The rest of it comes down to just booking each individual flight, and then when you're done booking the flight for one person, then you go and add on your companion. Southwest Companion Pass is by far the best deal in the travel industry, and I don't think there's any question about it. We're really excited to take advantage of this for sure. You saw on the screen that I have 3 upcoming trips. We'll have a lot more, and trust me, we'll document those every step of the way. But let me know what you think about this process. Is it pretty simple? Is it easier than you thought it would be? Is it harder than you thought it would be? And do you have Companion Pass, or have you had it in the past? Because I always like to hear if people think this is actually worth it or not. We have a lot of new people that are into points and miles that are watching the channel that would probably like to know the same thing. I am personally excited about it, but that's just one person's opinion. What are your thoughts on this? Are you considering getting Companion Pass, and why are you considering it? Leave your comments and stories about Companion Pass down in the comments below, because trust me, it will help somebody out in trying to make a decision if it's going to be a worthwhile effort for them. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did find it helpful or mildly entertaining, don't forget to be awesome. Give me a big thumbs up on the video. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notifications for alerts, and when you click on the Brandon Boyd Show, click, 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 you're going to get the latest information on credit cards, points and miles, travel, money, finance, and everything in between, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. I'll see you soon.